Precedent. The term precedent is commonly used in legal and everyday contexts to describe a previous event or decision that serves as an example or guide for future events or decisions. It establishes a standard or rule that should be followed in similar situations. Precedents are important because they help ensure consistency, fairness, and predictability in the legal system. In legal contexts, precedents are often set by court decisions. When a court makes a ruling on a particular issue, it becomes a precedent that other courts can consider and follow in similar cases. This is known as the principle of stare decisis, which means to stand by things decided. By following precedents, courts aim to provide consistent interpretations of the law and avoid making arbitrary or contradictory decisions. Here are a few examples to illustrate the concept of precedent. 1. Supreme Court case. In the landmark case of Brown v. Board of Education, 1954, the United States Supreme Court ruled that racial segregation in public schools was unconstitutional. This decision set a precedent that racial segregation was illegal and paved the way for desegregation efforts in other areas of society. 2. Contract interpretation. Suppose a court previously ruled that a particular clause in a contract should be interpreted in a specific way. In a subsequent case involving a similar contract, the court would likely follow the precedent and interpret the clause in the same manner, ensuring consistency in contract law. 3. Criminal sentencing. In criminal law, precedents play a crucial role in determining appropriate sentences for specific offenses. For example, if a court previously sentenced someone to 5 years in prison for a similar crime, other courts may use that precedent as a guideline when deciding on sentences for similar offenses. 4. Grammar usage. Precedents can also exist in language usage. For instance, if a new word or phrase is coined and starts gaining widespread usage, it may set a precedent for future language usage. The word selfie is an example of a neologism, a newly coined word that has become widely accepted and is now included in dictionaries, setting a precedent for the acceptance of new words. In summary, precedents are previous events or decisions that serve as examples or guides for future events or decisions. They are crucial in maintaining consistency and fairness in the legal system and can also influence language usage.